we are here with Raven. Thank you, Raven, for being here.
My pleasure.
And we're going to be talking a little bit about our training program on family constellations. So, Raven, tell us a little bit about you, what you do, your occupation, and what resonated with you when you first heard about family constellations?
Well, I own In Spirit Yoga Studio and a massage school, and I've been practicing this. I've been on the spiritual path for a while now, doing a lot of different modalities and just practicing new techniques to help myself, help my community go deeper on the spiritual path and connect to my higher self in a deeper way. And the first thing was um, my first introduction was a lot of people just telling me about you and saying, Raven, you really need to connect with this woman. You would really resonate with her. You would really resonate with her because we know so many mutual people in this spiritual community. And so after so many people told me, we finally connected.
Because I saw you on Facebook,
Yeah.
and I had so many people also telling me, "Oh, you have to connect with Raven because Raven, she's so connected with the community that is doing this because everybody should know this." And yeah, we will connect, we will connect. And all that time, I'm like going through my Facebook, and I see Raven. Somebody was at the studio, at your studio, playing Jai.
Yeah.
Yes. And then I was like,
Kirtan.
and the Kirtan, and he was saying, "Thank you, Raven, for the beautiful studio." I was like, that's the Raven people has been talking about. So let's connect. Click, and then that's it. Here we are.
That's what it was.
Yes.
So I really, just by talking to people, it was really hard to understand what they're saying this training is. And because words don't really explain it that well.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, another training, that's great, but I don't know if I have the time, but let's see. But then, yeah, once the connection happened, then I said, okay, let's see what this is all about. I came to do an intro at my studio, and I was like, oh, yeah, okay, this is what they were all talking about. So it was great. It was a couple hours. We had a group of people there, and you were really touching all of us on a deeper level that I have never experienced before, this type of work and the way that you approached it and just how you held the space and how neutral you were. And that's something that I'm working on as a teacher, is just being able to hold that space of love and to stay neutral and to stay connected to source. And I was like, oh my God, she's doing everything that I'm wanting to do as a teacher. And I totally did resonate with you. So that's why I guess so many people were saying that. And yeah, so I was like, all right, all right, I signed up. So after that first intro, I was like, I was just getting done with the Kundalini teacher training, which was perfect timing. And I was like, well, here's another one. So I just signed up right away, no hesitation.
And then here you are, 8 modules after.
Yep. Yep.
So how was your experience throughout the whole process of this program?
So right from the beginning, I was, super excited to start, and like the very first module, I was very connected, resonated with everything that Maya was talking about, and just like wanting to soak in and integrate all of the information, and I was. There was so much right from the very beginning that was shifting my perspective on so many things that I was going through. A major thing that I was going through when I first started was a divorce, and I felt like this came at the perfect time because I was able to handle it in a much better way than I probably would have, or I was at the time. And I was like, okay. So I totally shifted how I was approaching that divorce, how I was handling my kids during that situation, how I was supposed to be, because we are not taught these things. We just, do our best that we can. And but with these tools, and as I was learning every week, or not every week, once a month, and integrating, you learn so much information. It feels like every week, and you need that time to really process it and go through it, and then apply it to your life. So I was really applying it to my life, and I could see how I wasn't being so reactive, how things, I was able to just think a little bit more with different set of eyes on different situations that were happening, and just approach it in a different way, because obviously things were not working before. And I'm like, okay, that's why I wanted to do this, because I want to be able to approach things in a different way and make it work for me. And it really was. So actually looking back, I mean, so many things have shifted. And I mean, like I've told, obviously you get to know everybody's story throughout the course. And I feel so much better with where I'm at and how I'm handling things, and just accepting where I'm at, accepting my situations, and being able to move powerfully forward.
Beautiful. So that's all what it can happen in 8 modules of this program. And I love what you're saying about how you shift your perspective in a deeper level, because it's not about understanding, but truly feeling it. And I think that's something that we get from here. So how did this impacted your life could be big if you give yourself the opportunity. That's what I can say, right? Would you recommend this program for others?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, after going through a few modules, we connected, and I was like, oh, will you teach this to my students?
Yes.
Since I have a yoga teacher training program, I wanted to share this with all of them. And I want to continue to share it with people that go through my program and people in my community, because I think it can, if you're looking to really transform your life and be able to do something different than what you've been doing, get out of those vicious cycles that we're stuck in, and we don't know why we're stuck in them, and just the same things keep happening over and over, and we feel like we're a victim or something, then this is definitely the training for you, because it will make you rethink becoming a victim. That mentality in general, just everything will shift for you, and you'll be able to feel more empowered and approach life in a different way.
Beautiful. Thank you, Raven, for sharing. I'm so glad that you finished this program with us.
It was amazing.
It was amazing that you were here, because as I said always, one soul changes and the wholeness, the oneness change. So that's how big the process of one person can do for the wholeness, and mission accomplished. That's all I can say. Because she's just saying how her transformation happened from A to Z, and how it can happen also for others. So thank you for sharing. I hope also others, by listening to this, can be motivated to take a step forward, because it is a step forward. Actually, instead of forward, deeper, right?
Yeah, I feel like if you are ready for the change, to come in with an open heart, and just to be ready to get vulnerable, and to not lie to yourself anymore, to just share who you really are, to share what you're going through. There's no judgments going on when you're in this space of healing, and it feels so good to be able to come into a community of people that are holding that type of space for you, so you can heal and evolve and grow and expand.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Mama.